Hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you didn't subscribe so that you will not miss my upcoming videos. So today I will show you from scratch, from start to end, how to design a login page in Figma. So let's go. As you can see here, we have this link, figma.com. If you go there, you can find this kind of page and you go to login. In login, if you don't have an account yet, you can still log with your Google account if you want. So from here you can create your own account. Then after that you can use your email here and password. So here this will be somehow the default landing page without those drafts, because those drafts are mine which I have added. But when you log in for the first time, you will see this kind of landing page. And first, what we can do to create our first draft, we come here, design file, and we click on this one, draft. So when we press this one here, now we have our board here, and this, as you can see, it is not titled, so we can give it a name if we want, like login page. As you can see, now we have this name. And next, what we can do, we can, for example, start by looking at here. This is frame. We press on this one here, and now we have this frame, as you can see. So we can adjust it as we want. But here, if you don't want to change the resolution like this one, you can still click on this frame here or select it and come here, change manually the width and height, as you can see here. If we change this one to, let's say 100, just an example to see, as you can see, the width now is small. And what if we do the same for the height? As you can see, now we have this square, the 100 by 100. We can start by checking those tools here. As you can see, there is a drop down here, and we will probably use some of components here, and also probably here, or maybe, and also we came from here, frame, this frame, we got it from here. So now let's just go here, rectangle. So we can bring our rectangle here, and but first, if I want to change the background color of my frame, I just have to select it, and as you can see, the background frame, and this is the main frame. Everything coming inside the frame will be a child of this frame one. And as you can see, if I come here, I click on this one, it will select all the childs inside the frame. But for now, when I select this one and I want to change the background color, I just come here and try to see which color is the best for our frame background color, and you can choose whatever color works for you and stick with it. Here is just an example. We will try to make our login. So from here we can also change, for example, those corners. From there you can see here corner radius. When you want to change the corner radius of this one, you just have to come here, select it, So as you can see, those small squares points, it means it is selected. For now, the border radius or the corner radius is 0. If we change it to 50 here, we will see the changes automatically here, as you can see, and it start taking shape. So what we do next, we want to write here login. We come to this text, we click on it, we come here, and then we click here, we start writing. So login. And as you can see here, we can also style this login. For example, we just have to select it and come to this place. We can change, for example, this color if we want, or we can stick with it as it is. And this is the opacity of the color, this 100. So if we change the opacity, as you can see, it will change, and we can stick with that color. And you can also change the color from here and write the hexadecimal color you want, or you can choose from those options here. So all those options are available here. And what if we want this login to be bold? What we can do is to come here and try to find this one. This is the regular, the text font. Here we can get this one bold, and as you can see now it is bold. And next we can get another text here to write. As you can see here, it is already in bold, and we can also change the font size from here. Actually it is 12, and this one is also 12. So we can increase the login font size here to 20, for example. Here we increase it to 15. Yes, we can leave it with this bold, or we can bring it to regular here. As you can see, it is now regular, or we can increase it to medium. So we need now an input place here to input our email address. What we can do here, we just come here again, rectangle, we click on this one, and we come here. Now we have, as you can see, we have our own rectangle, but it is hidden because it has the same background color with our first rectangle, has the same background color with this one. That's why it looks like it is hidden. So let's try to change this background color, the rectangle one background color, so that we will see what's going on here. So for that, as I showed you here, we can try to change this one. This is the opacity, we are just changing, not the color. So as you can see, we can leave it to this so that it will look a little bit better. So now we have our input field here, and this input field can also be styled. We can start, for example, by changing this corner radius. So let's put like 30 here. So now we have a nice input place here, and we can write something here like for our placeholder, and this can also be email. So now we can move this one, also select it and move it inside. So this one, let's try to change the style to thin. and this will look like a normal placeholder, as you can see there. So it's looking a little bit better. So to test if the start process is better, we can come here, which I told you at the beginning, present. So when we click here, now we will see the presentation of our design. As you can see, this should be in a real life when it is implemented. So it's not bad, it's not taking more space, it's not so big, it's not so small. And maybe we will increase a little bit the size here for this input, email input. Increase this size a little bit. And what we can do here for the password, if you want, you can do the same for this and this and this, or just copy this one, copy this and this. So we just paste it and try to edit. In a Mac, you just select the first one and hold your command button and hover over to this rectangle to select it, and hover over with your mouse to this one and select it. So now we can double click on this one and here copy. Now it is copied. We come here, we put this cursor to the place where we want to paste. And as you can see here, paste here. We just click on this. So now this is selected. We can just readjust it as we want. And here we change the name to password. It's a little bit more handy, as you can see here. So what we can do next is to come here and check our changes in real life. So this is going well, and next what we can do is the login button. So the login button, we can, for example, copy this one and this one, just paste it down here like this, and password. As you can see, we do the same as the previous one here. Come here, we click, we paste there. So this will be the login button, but now let's style this one to bold. Instead of thin here, let's go to bold, not extra bold, or this one. We just keep this normal bold here. And I want the button to be smaller than the input fields above. So we can also readjust the size of the button. Let's put it a little bit bigger here. And now the background also color, we can change it to green, or at least something which looks like green, so that it will look like more realistic. Now it is login. We can move it a little bit to the middle here, login. If the user, for example, forget his or her password, the user can recover from a link here. So the link could be here. We just put a text here. So this will be a link. So we can also style this one to look like more like a clicked link. And let's see the color here. Now it is black, and let's put it to a little bit more blue, like a link. Could be like this one. And we change the bold to this one, light. So as you can see, it is more realistic. And what we can add here, we can also add, we can underline this one. From here we can see those three buttons. When you click on them, there is this one. But first you have to click this component, and this one, it looks like a normal link. When you click this one, it should send you to the link where you can recover your password. And next we can also do almost the same thing here. If the user didn't have an account, if the user is the first time visiting this website, we can give the user a possibility here to register or sign up. We can copy this one, for example, and copy, we come down here, we paste here, and we try to change the content. If you don't have an account, sign up. So for this one, we can use this one as a regular paragraph. We can style it even though they are in the same component, but when I select it, as you see, we can come here and change the color. So now this part is black, and next this one will look like the link. So we can also get rid of the underline here. Now I'm selecting this first part, and now I press this one. Alright, so this is not underlined, and the link here will be underlined. So for example, we can also move this one down below to make it look more realistic. So as you can see here now, when this one is clicked, it should send the user to the link. And let's see it here in real life. And this is a real design for a starting point if you want to work on user interface, and this is very helpful, so you will have an idea how the pages will look like, and you can always adjust with this Figma tool. And we can add some icons here. For example, let's see here if we have something which we can add, like this one, arrow. Let's add here an arrow in this place. Let's zoom out so we can adjust the position of this arrow. We can also change the arrow size here. When I press this one, if I want to make it a little bit bigger, I can put there like 5. You will see a big change for the arrow, but let's stick with maybe 3. So this will look like this one, or we will come back to 2. So as you can see, still 2. And also here we can add something a little bit similar, or let's for example see what we can. Let's take this one, rectangle. I add a rectangle here. So inside this rectangle we can also add an arrow inside it. For example, let's come back here, arrow, and now let's draw it this way. So this is our arrow. It will look like this link, and as you know, the color can be adjusted as we want, and we can see it here live. And this is really very handy if you want to work on designing things and developing things. And here also you can, for example, adjust this square background. Let's try to get the real square. Now let's see this opacity here. Oh, from here it will be more. more better to change the opacity of it. And here we go. We can also change the color from this one to, maybe let's put it to this color. No, let's leave this one here as it is. So as you can see here, we can adjust the position. And here we go. So now we have here a designed login page which you can replicate by yourself. And if you have some difficulties, you can also down below make some comments. And I didn't show you, if you wanna delete something here, let's add, for example, this maybe polygon here. But if I want to delete it, I just select it, come here, go to edit, and here delete. So from here we can delete it. It is deleted. And here we go. You can also do the next page for the sign up page and add a landing page if you find it really cool. And if you really liked it, give a like down below, give a comment, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time. Bye bye.